Moving toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start.
Let's go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Niners at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw this or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. We're scoreless after 1.
On the set.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Lance looking to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Here's Hardman to return. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
First down, Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. The 20, 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day 1 draft pick. His continuous effort to get there for the sack. Yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Ready, break.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. For years, this matchup, the Chiefs and 49ers, would have been known as the Joe Montana game. These being the 2 teams that Montana played for in his Hall of Fame career. But now, of course, it's a Super Bowl rematch, Super Bowl 54 in Miami. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's not.
All the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Lance now on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Rolling to his right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards that time for number 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Throwing now is Lance. Steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Down inside the 10. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. First down, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Jones drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they have the lead, Charles, back.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know the defensive guys are thinking right now, just stop them, get them.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable here from the 38. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run over center with Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
Switch, yellow.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Lance on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw, it's Lance. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Right back to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Lance back to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Hardman on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held it, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try for Mahomes. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Niners, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up.